Good evening, everyone. Hidden, how are you?
Good evening. I'm doing well. Yourself?
Good. Just trying to move some stuff over to go through stuff that I want to go through. Right now, I was below $1,000, I think, in my Flex account last week, eh?
Let's see. I believe you sent me a screenshot of it, right?
Oh, I think I did too.
Oh no, that was for your other trading.
Yeah, that we don't want to go into that. Although I started one up. I've had my growing pains still, but this week or today I started up some stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, so I was pretty sure I was below 1,000. So I'm actually above 1,000, not a crazy amount yet, but I sent this out to a few different places. So a couple of things that I want to get through because I don't think I told you that I didn't. So there's the bot that I think I forgot last week that I want to get into just because it's been going really well. So I want to go through it and what's good, what's bad, and then if people want to look into it, obviously you can just DM me in Discord. I've got a little bit of a special rate, but I need to get a few people together in order to get that rate for people. So just something, an idea, an option for people. I invited Warfi always. I don't usually get too many people in here, but if you guys have questions from Warfi, let me know. Warfi, I mean, there's not a whole lot to get into. Next week, hopefully, we'll have our first official here's how much money we've made in the first month or whatever of Shiny running the bots, and that will depict how much some of the people are getting back. I don't expect it to be a crazy amount, but at least it's a start in the right direction. What else do I want to go to? Obviously, the normal Nugget, Flex Perpetuals, and like we can start with that actually technically because I brought that up already because I started trading it. I've been a little bit overcautious for the first little bit because I just wanted to maintain my capital. And I'm also not, because I'm working more on my futures trading, and some of it does lend hand to hand with what I'm doing here, with what I can do with this. My focus is on my future stuff. So I just haven't been playing as aggressively as I'd like to with this, and not doing it the way I want to. Like even this trade that I'm in right now, I would have wanted to get it into it a lot later in the morning. Like I got into it last night, I think. And so I'm already in drawdown, and I would have preferred to get into it more today because there was quite a bit of nice price action where I could have gotten in here. And that was overnight. I just want to see because I'm sure I got into it. Oh, maybe I'll have to go to the 5-minute chart.
I wish it showed you where you entered.
It only shows the average. So I mean, there's I did do a couple of entries, but maybe I did get into it this morning, and it was after all this. But I should have waited because where are we here? Oh, there we go. Oh no, I must. Yeah, so I got in the 24th at night. I think I put a little play in, and then overnight it obviously dipped quite a bit, and it still hasn't gone above that. And I did add a little bit to kind of bring my stop loss closer to some of these highs, or bring my break even to some of these highs. I might add more, but I'm going to wait till probably tomorrow just to see what kind of happens with it, because obviously you don't want to get too far. Like right now, it's only a 2.17%. Like it's only a 2x leverage right now. But if you start getting too deep and things keep trailing off, you're kind of in trouble. Whereas if things go down here, then I'm even better. And to be honest, the more I'm learning stuff, I actually prefer to add to trades that are in positive, because then you can still create a stop loss that's hopefully got enough room if it goes far in positive. And if it carries on if a bull market comes, all that kind of stuff, then you're doing quite well. And what I did find because I probably could have had this, like, seriously speaking, I probably could have had this a good $100 or $200 more because it's been about 150, I think, in the last week. But I didn't close out some trades that were in pretty nice profits. Somewhat timing because I'm maybe not awake when it gets to that point, and I should maybe take profits. But because you also get in drawdown for a bit, you end up paying a decent amount in fees. So your actual break-even price ends up going against you. So like I might get close to here, and if because of borrowings my fees are a certain amount, or sorry, I might get up to here and I might still not be break even because of the fees, because I've maybe been in the trade too long. So my goal is to have more quick trades like what I could have done this morning, and what I did do in my futures trading is I actually took a long around here. I mean, the chart isn't the same as the charts I trade. I trade NASDAQ, but the moves happen similarly. And I would have been in, no, not there. 5. Yeah. So this, and again, it's different on NASDAQ, but there was this pump, and I took longs on both of those, but more on the NASDAQ chart, of course. And I'm waiting. I might get into a NASDAQ trade. So yeah, but anyways, I'm really liking this. I do want to play around with this more. And hell, $100 on $1,000, that's 10% in a week. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
So, and thank you, Quarter Mile. Yes, hit that like button. Good day, Blackhawk. Good day, Quarter Mile. Good day, Huss. Sorry, I clicked too quick that nobody saw anything. Hi, Black. Hi, Quarter Mile. Hi, Huss. And Chris George, welcome and good evening. So yeah, so that's Flex. Anything you're hearing on their side of things? Hey, Keith, long time.
As far as what?
Like is Flex like Flex as a whole? Is there anything you want to get into with Flex as a whole?
Kind of still at the mercy of the markets right now.
Yeah, and then but with FIRA, I know there. So the huts are now actually like really actually there now, right? Because I know it's been a long process.
Yep, they just dropped the hot tubs off to them yesterday or today, and Bill said he's going to finish them up this week.
Nice. Yeah, so that stuff's all getting. So there's going to be hopefully some regular income now coming into FIRA, which will be nice. And I guess some income's supposed to come from the stuff that's happening here as well.
Oh yeah.
In this account, I don't have most of my stuff here, but I'm still making some money here. So this is my trading account only, basically. I guess I did get some LFDX on this one. So there's some being earned there. My ES FDX has gotten up $22. That's mostly from trading and from the rewards on this. So it kind of flows through. I think my other wallet, my main wallet is this one. So this is the one where I think I had. No, I guess that's not my main one. No, that would be my main one.
Yeah, it is because your FLP is on it.
Yes, that was the FLP I bought, but my main one that I actually have FIRA on, which is where I would have made my original one, would be this one, I believe. Yeah, there we go. So that was a nice little chunk of that. And it's been growing too. And I'm just kind of putting it back in. The USDC, I guess I pull out, but yeah. And then I did, I kind of bounced around a bit. So, and then this one, was the one that I bought that on, and it's earning. And again, like I think I do this every week. I do the claim and compound, I think on Thursday. So, I mean, Flex is doing some nice things for me. And then obviously there's FIRA, which just keeps going. So,
yeah, he's got, I guess we got him rented out, the 2 domes, for like October through December or something like that already.
Nice. So, and I'm assuming once everything is going for sure, he can start doing it even during the spring or during like
year round.
Start any time trying to take stuff too.
What's that?
Like there should be some stuff that could hopefully vamp up even sooner.
Oh yeah. The next month, I believe, is when Bill is expecting everything to be ready to be actually rented out.
Nice. That's good. So that's that. So the other thing is some bots. I was going to talk about them last week. Is there anything you want to get into while I'm?
No, I got a quick thing when you're done with the bots. But
okay. So I'll take this down. I don't know how much I can really show with the bots because I don't want to show my accounts and stuff. Basically, I have it on a VPS. I do post, and I can probably start posting in my Discord too because not everybody has access to where I've been posting it lately. But let me just pull out the latest one that I posted, and I'll just put it on screen. Give me a second there. Talk amongst yourselves. That was a very horrible coffee talk. Can I not? Oh, when it's one of my screenshots, I can't. Okay, I guess I can do this. Replace screen sharing with window. There we are. And Keith, what did you say? Sorry, I missed this one. You said you want to try. Are you wanting to try trading the crypto on Flex, or what were you relating that to? I don't know if you can see that.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you had it right there. There you go.
That's a little better, right? So basically what this is there's we have the 3 top accounts are actually my accounts. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or somebody else's. So somebody else had kind of footed the bill for this. I don't know if you guys, I'm few of you I know would remember. I know Keith and I think Chris George is actually here from Pulse. Pulse came out. It had some very amazing ideas. I think the principles were somewhat sound, but the execution was, well, after the fact, beyond horrible. Like beyond horrible. So it got royally effed. We started a Discord just before knowing it was going to get horribly effed. What the? Why did that? Can you still see it?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. It came off my screen, so I can't actually see the numbers, but you can. Okay. So it got horribly effed. Anyway, so I've been searching for things. I happened to, through that, oddly enough, get introduced to a guy who really needs some help, just wanted some guidance on how to do certain things, had lost a lot of money trading and doing a whole bunch of things. So he wanted kind of just a second person by his side when making decisions. So he found this bot. I was very apprehensive at first. I didn't have the money to get into it because it cost, I think it cost 10K. This one it didn't for us, but it cost 10K. And he got to pay a little bit of a lower price because I used my influence by basically saying I had a Discord of people that might take advantage of this. And so they were kind enough to give us a little bit of a break and have given me a price point for other people. They don't want me publicizing it, but anyways, if anybody's interested, let me know. I do have to get a few people in order to do it. I'm not saying get into this. I'm not trying to endorse this. I'm just giving an option because a lot of people are asking for stuff. And not everybody can be a trader. And a lot of stuff I'm talking about is trading. I love trading. Even if I get these bots working, which they are working, and I start making tons of money on them, I'm still going to trade. I really like it. It's my career path now. That's where I'm going. And it's as much as it's been a hell of a journey, and as much as it's been like backbreaking, painstaking, blah, 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 I've loved every minute of it. And I can't say that about a lot of everything I've done in my life. Although as much as I've enjoyed all my challenges, anyways, now we're getting philosophical, but anyway, moving on. So what happens with this bot is they do have, it's not really a bot per se, it's actually algorithms. And so I shouldn't really say bot, but so hey, Funny. I'm interested, and Funny is interested too. There you go. Look at all these interested people. So it's algorithms. You can choose different algorithms. You set your own bots up and you choose which algorithms you want to pick. So that's been a little bit of a challenge for me. I've definitely had some ups and downs. Sometimes I've had maybe a little too much risk, sometimes not enough. But the last little while, we've actually been doing pretty darn good. Is Austin here? Does it show Austin's here? He didn't even type anything, did he? Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Austin's there. Trading is not a scam, and Austin knows that. He's just being a jerk face, but I love him. So if for the people that cannot do trading, this is something that we've stumbled upon. Like I said, somebody introduced me to them. We had a chat. We tried it out. So these accounts, the top three are like I said, mine. They're done through Bullinox. The rest of these are Apex accounts. We pass them using a very quick coin flip strategy, which is basically just using oil or gold to run through something. And sorry, I want to check the charts because I was going to maybe take a trade if something happened, but it did not yet. So they've done well on getting the accounts passed. So these are all past accounts. These are accounts that we can get payouts from, but we need to get them up to around, usually with these guys, you want to get to about 50, I think it's 53,000 kind of thing. So we've still got a little ways to go. Some of them are at 51. We still have to break that 52, but we're getting there. And they've gone on a pretty good streak now of like 50 to $100 a day kind of thing. So as you can see, some more, some less. And I've kind of rebalanced them to create a fairly good structure so far that seems to be doing quite well. That doesn't mean that it's going to go great. As performing in a reasonable way without going like without the seesaw ups and downs. We've lost a couple accounts along the way. I'm not going to say it's just sunshines and rainbows. I think we started in October, November. I don't know how long these screenshots go back in the Pulse. But basically the whole idea was to try and help the Pulse get back on their feet. So it looks like, so January 23rd, I started posting the results. And I'm pretty sure so I think it was December then. So December, January, February, March. So it's been about 4 months. It definitely could have gone faster, I guess, if I had have been better at it. The nice thing about it too is with my trading, I found I've gotten out of trades that ended up going negative that I got money out of because I closed them down. So that's helped my process a little bit and stuff like that. So, but basically the company charges you a fee. Let's say just out of things 10,000, you pay for all your prop accounts yourself, and then they set you up, and they'll set up all your strategies for you. They'll show you how to do it. They will even go in multiple times, like later on, and do the strategies for you if you want. Their idea is that you get familiar with it and you start setting up your own, and you do your own thought process around how you want to manage them. But in essence, all I do really, if I wanted to do it this hands off, is you go in the morning, you set up your VPS, you run your bots, you close them down at just before 5 o'clock, and then you reset your VPS or reset your NinjaTrader and set it back up again, and away you go. So it's fairly hands off. The strategies are pretty good, and you can do them hands off. I just like watching them because I think, like I said, I can sometimes pull them out when I think they're going the wrong way, and sometimes I pull them out and they go to full take profit. I mean, it's going to go both ways. But that's kind of it in a nutshell. If anybody has any questions, let me know. This Asia market slowed down. I almost need to do these lives from like 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, because the market moves pretty good during that time, but it always slows down when I go live. Just looking at things here. Yeah, Keith, I wish I haven't seen you in so long. I wish I had seen you last week. I would have gotten you in on this trading thing that we're doing with Austin's group, because we were able to get everybody in for free for a bit. And it's quite awesome. But now I'm just kicking a guy while he's down and telling you that I could have gotten you in if you had talked to me a week ago. Sorry, Keith. So yeah, so that's kind of it in a nutshell. If anybody has any questions, let me know. I don't know really how much more to get into that. If people are interested, DM me. And like I said, if people are interested, I don't mind posting the results daily in the Discord, like I do in the Pulse Discord. It might even be handy that I move the Pulse people over, because there's really nothing to do in the Pulse anymore, and I'm just spreading myself out for no reason, really. But I'm just too late. Oh yeah, I know you're in the Discord, but you weren't. You could have been in the training that we're doing. It's pretty awesome stuff. What the? This is it's because I have the sharing screen still on. Stop sharing.
You're just having all sorts of fun today.
Yeah, Huss. Okay, what are the returns like? So, like I said, Huss. So we really haven't had returns yet. So when I showed you that screenshot, I can pull it back up again for a second. Sorry, I should have looked at the window. This one. So what I'm averaging now that I'm getting my feet wet, like I said, is usually that $50 to $100 a day. There are days where I lose money though, like you can see that $50 loss. This one here, there was actually a $200 loss. This one was, I had accidentally had the wrong strategy set up on that one. It was a Friday strategy that I thought I had canceled, because I had changed this account to a different strategy, and I guess I hadn't canceled the Friday one, and it went against me right away, and I had no time to close it. So that's what I mean. Things like that will happen, right? That's just like any trading. You're not going to have. It's not just green, right? And then yeah, that one. So there's some green there. Some nice days in the last little bit here. Like I said, I've had some pretty good runs, but then there's things like this, and this one, these accounts here had a little bit of a rough start. So that's, I think that's sometimes they change spots, but yeah, so that's these two here, because we've added 2 more accounts. So they've come up, right? Like they were down to 48 something, I think, at one point. Yeah, 48.6. So almost halfway, or more than halfway to loss. And now I've got them back up to 49.5. So another few days like this, and they're going to be above 50,000 again. And yeah, funny, how are you doing too? You've been here a couple of times, but still on and off. But yeah, you can see like there's definitely some reds, but in the most part, it's been pretty darn good. But there's days like that, and they're going to happen. Like there's some red markets that we get sometimes. But the idea is to make the good better than the bad. So yeah, Keith, go ahead. No hesitation. So anyways, that's that. Hopefully that answers that question for you. I don't know if I missed anything else. What else is happening in the space? To be honest with you, like that's why most of our conversations in here, I guess, with Hidden and I have turned mostly to trading and Flex and Nugget. And I mean, Nugget, we've had our own little whatevers because of the market. The market is the market. We can't really do anything about it. But once we get some rebounds, hopefully they'll be doing well. Peppermint has been great for me, but who knows? They do have a sale right now, so I should pull that up quickly. Again, not endorsing. I do have an affiliate link. If you want it, great. If you don't, doesn't matter. But these guys are supposed to be Forex trading. They are going to be starting some marketing, as far as I'm aware, which will help. Am I going wrong? Peppermint. Oops. I can actually. Bear with me a moment, guys. I'm getting it up. So they're supposed to be. Oops, not that one. There's the website. Share screen. They're supposed to be Forex trading. So Huss, if you're talking about the bots, sorry, just going back to this because I just see that question. It's not the bot or the bots or the algorithms. They're prop accounts. Sorry, I might have explained that, but maybe I didn't explain that well. So they're prop accounts. So they're accounts whereby you pay for Apex, for example, it's like $30 for the account. Then you pass the account. To pass the account, you need to make for example, on a $50,000 account, you need to make $3,000. Once you pass that account, then you pay a fee of $100 to activate the account. Discord, Keith. And then once you activate the account, you start with a $50,000 account all over again, and you need to get it to, let's say, $53,400, and then you can start pulling out $1,000. And then when you get it up to $53,400 again, you can pull another $1,000. There's a few more restrictions than that, but you're dealing with, the nice thing is you're playing with somebody else's capital, sort of. They're not real money accounts. Really, you're only playing with $3,000. But and again, that's, if anybody wants to know more details, I can go into more details, but it's a little more complicated than that. So you're not putting $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 into an account to make that money. You're just putting in a tiny little bit of your own cash to buy this access to this account. So yeah, hopefully that kind of explains it. So they are automated. Again, they're not bots, they're algorithms that go in. They are automated. You can literally just start up the NinjaTrader, and then, like with NinjaTrader, let me just see if I can pull it up to give you a little bit of an idea without showing the account numbers. Just because, like I said, I don't like them being public knowledge, because I'm assuming things can go bad if Apex sees them or whatever. So I'll log in and I'll show you in a second there. Yeah, because I need to start them up anyways. There we go. So bear with me a second and I'll get to that quarter mile. Any other questions I missed? No. And then Peppermint, I'll just show that super quick in case anybody's interested. So this guy here, I basically got two of them. Oops. What's this one? So they're on sale right now till Monday. Log in. There we go. And so I just pulled out yesterday $100. I think I can show that. Are you guys able to see my wallets here?
No.
Okay. So let's take a screenshot. Let me move this over here to make this easier. And then I'll move this over here, and then I will replace with window, this one. Oops. Entire screen. Let's do this. There we go. So I pulled out $146. That was, I think, after a week or basically it's $4.92 a day. You're pulling out this token and then you go and swap it. So right now they're having a sale just before they launch, basically. And you can, is it in here? Oh, no, you just click here, I think. And you can buy them for $1,000. Usually they're $1,200, and once they fully launch, they'll be $1,500. But for now, they're $1,000. Next week they go to $1,100, and then they go to $1,500 the week after that, I believe. You can buy smaller ones, which are $85 right now, and then they go to $90, and then I think they go to $100 after that. So it's just a neat little way. They're basically supposed to be doing. I don't know if it says it on the site, but. Oh, I'm in the dashboard, so it doesn't bring me up. So yeah, so it's passive income using NFTs, and they're basically using an automated market maker protocol. Like it's trading. They say it's Forex trading. I'm not here, like I said, to push this one. Danny from Privilege Club was the one that brought me to them, and so far I've had them I think since December, and I'm getting close to ROIing, I guess, because it doesn't take that long on my one, and on the other one I still have to ROI. So that's it. That's all. And sorry, I was pulling up the VPS, which should have. Just gonna stop sharing for a second. So many windows and stuff to open. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do a screen share, or I'm gonna have to do a screenshot. Come on.
Not working with you?
That's coming. It's just slow sometimes. VPS.
That's what she said.
Ninja Trader. Ninja Trader's a pain. Sort of. Strategies. And I'll just make this smaller. Oops. Oh, I guess I can just take the screenshot of this. So basically, literally all you're doing is coming in and let me just see if I can do this. I'll try and do this, and then I'll see if it'll let me do. Oh no, I'd have to scratch it all out. Oh, whatever. Customize, chisel. Oh, it's actually not even showing most of them, but anyways. Me. My camera moving. I'm doing chicken scratches across the thing. All right. Share screen. Window.
PC in that project.
So literally all you're doing, quarter mile, is you're going in here, and these little boxes that you can see on here, you're literally just checking them all off once you've got everything set up, and right-clicking on there and saying enable, and that is your setup. You can let them go 100% automated the whole day. They're safe enough strategies that I've been running for several months that I'm comfortable doing that. It's just if you want a little bit better results, and maybe it's not even better results, because if you play with them, you're changing your probabilities, right? So if the strategies win 80% of the time and I'm going in and playing with it, then you can't, you're changing what your probabilities are. And it's really hard to mathematically know them unless you track everything 100% and create your own probabilities based on, here's all the trades I manipulated, here's the ones I didn't, and here's my money I made, and here's what I would have made had I just not manipulate them. And that's a lot of work, and I'm not doing that. So you can just let them go. There are guys in there that just let them go. The group themselves is really good at telling people, hey, right now and they actually have a meeting every morning where they tell you, okay, here's what the market's looking like it's going to do. Here's what we think it's going to do, all this stuff. And so if you're interested, you can listen to that, and they record it. And then you can maybe make decisions based on that. And maybe you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to turn it off today. And maybe one of those days would have been a hugely red day on you. But maybe like there was one day where they said that and I made pretty darn good money that day. So it's really up to you. But in the most part, like I said, so far so good. We'll see how it goes. Keith, there's no real link for them. Basically, if you want to get in, I need to get at least 3 people in. They said 5 originally, and now they're like, oh, we'll do it 3. So I need to get a group of people in before I can get you in at the price point I can get you. And it's pretty significant off. Like it's thousands of dollars off the 10K. So, I think there's a few people in the pulse that are ready to go, and we just haven't gone that far with it yet. And I've been pretty cautious about it, right? Like I hate saying, hey guys, this should be good, and then all hell breaks loose. There's enough systems inside of this setup that I don't feel that would be the case. They're not really getting ownership over any money. It's not like some stupid DeFi project that's rugging you and all that stuff. And yes, PC is running, the project is running into issues, sort of, which we're supposed to know more about sometime next month, I think. So they don't necessarily filter news and stuff, but you can do, like, they've done their own back testing. Like they don't just release the algos willy-nilly. They test them quite a bit. When they release new ones, they tell people to paper trade them first, which you can do. You can activate them on a SIM account. So yeah, all that stuff has already been vetted. They've been doing this for, I think, 2 years. There's a guy that's been there for 2 years. He has really nice results, and he's really open and honest and helps and talks to people. Like, it's a very good community. Similar to what I have with the Wolf Pack, right? Like, it's just a lot of good people that don't, there's no need to gatekeep this stuff and the success of this stuff. Everybody can win together. The only people we're screwing if we all win together, sort of, is the prop accounts. And to be honest, there's no reason not to keep trying to get all you can out of them, because they change the rules faster than all that stuff. Yeah, for Peppermint, for sure, I can DM you the link there, Keith. Yeah, we can talk later. Just remind me later. Sorry, we move subjects sometimes. I don't know which ones you guys are talking about if I don't get to the chat quick enough. And yeah, Quarter Mile, it's not necessarily that it filters news, because these have been back tested through, like, and that's what a lot of people get hung up on, this news stuff. And by all means, it's not a horrible idea to stop your bots on news, but their algorithms that are tested, they don't test them knowing which days are news days, right? They test them over 100 days, 1,000 days, and the numbers are the numbers. Even for us trading, like when I trade with us, with the pack trading group and stuff, we don't like, we're in and out of trades so fast, and so is the algorithms. There's no real need to worry about it within reason. If you get into a trade and news is about to launch, and then you're flipping the dice, and you may want to get out of it. But a lot of times the bots are working around the news, and they're only entering trades after the news is played out, is my view of it anyway. So anyways, I'm babbling enough. What do you have for it? You said you had something little to show off?
Yeah, just a quick thing, Forex related as well, funny enough. I'll share this screen. I don't care. So it's through a group called Pip Logic on Telegram. It's a Forex thing where you literally deposit minimum of $100, and they trade automatically for you. So far, it's been 3 days, and I'm up almost 3%.
Nice.
On a little over $100. Yeah, if you want more information, just let me know. DM me on Discord or Telegram.
Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, send me the link. Why not?
Sure.
$100 is not too bad to test something out with.
No, just the way I see it.
I would like to get into a few different things and diversify a little bit, so a little bit more. But
yeah,
really my focus is trading. But hands-off stuff, I still like some passive stuff here and there. It's always nice to kind of have it running. So,
yeah.
Oh, it's a PAM, okay. But it's not a PAM. I guess not a traditional PAM where you're putting it in with a broker. You're doing it through them like a crypto project, I guess.
In a way, PAM Bridge is still, I guess, a brokerage.
Okay. But
the money is never actually leaving your account on their account, if that makes sense. It's a weird way of almost like copy trading.
Top tier vetted Forex traders. Interesting.
But PAM Bridge, I guess you have to have a track record of being profitable for 2 years before they list you as a master trader.
Oh, funky. So almost like what Foxify is trying to do kind of too. I don't know if it's 2 years, but they have a very strict, like a pretty strict vetting process, but I guess everybody says that. But referral contacts. I'm just wondering how long do they know how long they've been around?
PIP has been around since 2018.
Okay. The website's 2018. Oh, not bad. Website's just been renewed, so that's always good to see. Registered login. Okay. Yeah, peek. Doesn't hurt. Take a peek. There we go. It's not self-custody because you're still putting it into the DApp. The money's still leaving your wallet.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a interesting website. You deposit the money to the website, and then you put it as a subscription to the master trader. Yeah.
So the funds are still leaving you, and they're in the custody of the company.
Correct.
But they just leave probably a liquidity value of some sort so that everybody who wants to can go in and out and take money in and out.
Exactly.
They don't have a massive bank run, and there's always money sitting there for people to kind of do whatever they want.
Yep. The split is an 80-20 split as well. Yes, PIP is manually trading it, and it's being for those of you who were with us when we were doing Trudy, when we were doing it the copy trading. I forget the name of the site. They manually trade it, and then the signal gets sent to your account. Basically, I want to ask them more in depth about it I mean, they also do free gold and forex signals, and they do really well actually. But I'm just curious how the actual like trading is getting done on this website.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's obviously they must have a
Yeah,
large liquidity pool that they, or a large brokerage account they have set up that they're trading it through that. But how they get all these copy traders? Yeah, like how do they? Yeah, I don't know. You're right. That's like an odd thing to try and.
here quarter. So this, I don't know if you can see that
Yeah,
well or not.
maybe I'll make it a little bigger though. Ba-doop.
So this is Pip right here. According to this, their ROI has been 1,500%
Okay,
since 2018.
interesting. Of course, that's a long period of time. I'm more one of. Can you do it in a shorter period of time, like over the last 6 months and stuff?
It doesn't let me change their
Of course
ROI.
not.
So it's 1,550 divided by. Oh, here, hold
Yeah, but
on.
that's only telling you over the whole period of time. They could have done
Yeah.
1,000% the first year and then done.
Exactly.
Yeah. Interesting. What? There's a little
That's
toggle switch for light and
84
dark,
months.
and you're sitting in light mode. What's up, dude?
84. Come on. It's about 18% a month average.
That's crazy.
Where is that fucking toggle?
I guess you said you've been in what? How 3 days? You said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're already in 3 days at 3%. So 1% a day. That's. But that's what we've seen out of other things that have crashed and burned on us. So, buyer beware. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
So.
Do your own research. If you have any other questions, they do have like I said, they do the free gold calls, free forex calls. They do have a Telegram for this automated program.
Cool.
So
might have a look. I guess that's all off their website.
No, this is all through Telegram. I can here.
No, but I meant the links on their website. But otherwise, yeah, if you have them, that's fine.
No, they're not.
Oh, okay, of course not.
I don't remember. I don't remember how we found Pip Logic. To be 100% honest with you, it's back when we were getting really big into all the different automated forex trading stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Well, like I said, I can give it a roll for $100 at least. Try it out and then see. Because, like I said, with PC right now being down, they're supposed to credit everybody for stuff, supposed to do this, but until we know for sure and see things happening, Danny's still pretty MIA, but he's not feeling well. They keep posting stuff, and there's a guy that's kind of taken over as the poster of stuff. So hopefully everything's up and up, but everything we've seen, it gets a little bit skittish at times, unfortunately. Light mode is exactly what's going on. Hidden light mode's for psychos.
I didn't even notice that there was the button down there.
Yeah, it's right on the right hand side there. That's cool. Yeah, I'll sign up for that later and see what that's all about. And I think I probably have $100 sitting somewhere that I can pull from.
Yeah, for $100, I figured, what the hell, why not?
What chains can you send it in from?
A whole bunch.
Nice.
USDT. You got USDT, USDC, Sol. Hold on one sec. I'll go back and tell you exactly.
Well, that's okay. I was just curious. I have some fun sitting in BSC. So
yes, USDT has to come from BNB. Weird. Well, not has to, but that's the easiest one. The other one is Tron, and then Ethereum, and some other weird chain.
Yeah, wild. Yeah, no, at least like I said, I have that few $100 from Peppermint. Actually, maybe that'll be a good spot to spread it out to. Because I was getting aggressive with PC, but now can't put it in right now. Anything else, guys? I said half an hour. We're now at 40 minutes, but I always don't mind hanging around. We got a few people hanging out. Any other questions? Any other things you guys wanted to chat on? Gone through a bunch of stuff. Just going through the chat there quickly. We don't see anything crazy. Yeah, so because I'm up at 5:30 to record our sessions and listen to everything, so it's been a blast. I must admit, I've never been this gung-ho about learning a skill and getting it mastered. And so, yeah, today was a really good day. I had a good day all in all. Oh, thank you for the link there. Perfect. In. Do the calls come in all times a day, or I should check a look? Oh, 6 a.m. I'm up at that time. Interesting. Might grab some of those calls while I'm doing my other trading potentially.
Yeah,
I want to spread too thin.
they have a whole bunch of calls. They do a lot of them. The reason they push for the automation is because a lot of us, they were sending the calls at like 3 or 4 in the morning. Eastern time, and it's like they're, I think, Pacific Standard. So for them, it's like middle of the night. For us, it's like ass crack of dawn. So we were missing them all.
Darn, I missed my trade opportunity here, but I should show because while we're here, Tron just seems unnecessarily dirty. Yeah, I hate Tron. Tron is still a thing, I think, because of the bad stuff in the space. Yeah, no one in their right mind does stuff in Tron, but exactly, it's pretty much there, I think, for money laundering. As sad as it is. Window. Nope, I don't want that one. Where is? What? Why can't I share my trading view? So weird. I'll just move it over here. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's all large money that goes through Tron.
Yeah, Justin Sun put a lot of money into it.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Who?
Justin Sun, the creator of Tron.
Oh.
It's quick. It's fucking quick. I will say that, but
yeah, very expensive. So interesting. So it's pretty cool. We got some new stuff that we've been going through, and it kind of is neat. So like a lot of times we're seeing these are boxes. I want to clean these up, but this is some indicators and stuff that we're using. And what you'll see very often is the first quarter of a 3 hour, which is basically this part here, will create the high or the low of the 3 hours. And in this case, it did it perfectly. There's the low, and then the last quarter of 3 hours, which is again this quarter right here, creates the high. And like there's all these waves in between you can kind of go into. Yeah, the gas fees are confusing, Toro. Yeah. And this one here, we created the high there and expecting a downturn, and I missed my opportunity. This would have been one trade I could have actually gotten in early, in my opinion, earlier. Or technically, yeah, I would have taken profit actually if I had gotten in here with very little drawdown. This was the trade I missed earlier, and then I had another chance to get it, but I wasn't looking. I need to keep this up while we're doing our lives now. Yeah, with the fees on Tron, you have to, yeah, actually Keith just said it there. You have to stake a bunch of stuff, which I do have some money sitting there, not very much, like a $50, and I have it staked so that if I did need to do anything through there, I already had some gas fees kind of covered, but I haven't touched it in forever. It was just some things you had to go through Tron, which was annoying. So,
yeah.
But yeah, this morning it was a darn good morning. That was one trade that worked really well that I took. It was a good day. We're 6, so I wake up at 5 o'clock now, 5:30 now, and 5:30 plays out a really nice trade that I took. Oh yeah, 5:30. Yeah, I took one in here too. I don't have my thing on there because I was taking it on a different program, but I took a trade here, took a trade here. It like went crazy this morning, and I took a trade here, and then this one here. I don't know if I took that. Oh yes, I did take something in there. But yeah, it's crazy. The stuff we're learning right now is so cool and so repeatable, and I'm loving it. Like even in here, if I had have actually taken a trade, there's your, like I said, first quarter. You'd look at that as being possible the first quarter high. of the hour. Even the hours you can even break down in these quarters, and I would have taken a long off of that or short off of that probably, and would have been able to run that down pretty good. Like I'm seeing so much more now, which is pretty sweet. So exciting. So personally, so I'm still trying to get myself on a good roll. So I've calculated out. I did stop kind of calculating for a bit. I think I'm down overall right now, Toro. But it's all been my fault, right? Like me being down is because I'm not staying disciplined and I'm messing up accounts. I've pulled out 3K in 1 month one time too, though, and that pays for a lot of accounts. Um, because they're only $50 a pop, right? So it doesn't take much to break yourself even. Today I had 2 accounts that I've opened up that I'm just trying to get myself back to funded because I went on a little bit of a bad spree. I got into a little bit of bad place during January, was just getting a little frustrated with myself, frustrated with trading. But we've started this course, and I'm helping facilitate some of it and create some of the content for it going forward. And it's just reignited my passion for all of this really hardcore. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully documenting some stuff going forward now, but it's taken a while to get myself to this point. Not everybody is on a journey as long as mine. There's a lot of people that started with a pack after me that are doing like miles ahead of me right now. And they're doing really, really well because of this course that I'm taking now through Random, which is one of the people Austin has brought into the Discord to help everybody grow and stuff. And it's kind of going to be anybody coming into the pack now will need to go through Random's course in order to get into the pack. And there's so much value. I've only been doing the course, it's been a week and 1 day. And the amount of growth I've had between some conversations with Austin and this week with Random have been like eye-opening to the nth degree. Like there's really nothing I can put into words right now on it. Hopefully I'll be able to show it with numbers, and I'll start sharing my accounts in the Discord and stuff as I start having success, and I'll be transparent about it. If I lose the account, I'll lose the account. I'm going to try and get very consistent. The reason why I wasn't consistent for a while is because my trading wasn't consistent at all. But today I have one account that I don't need to make, but I'm attempting to make about $300 a day. And once, because it's a 25K account, once it hits $1,500 profit, which would take 5 days, which is your minimum amount of days to get that account passed, then I'll have that account funded and can start earning on it. And I started a second account with Top Step. Top Step, you can pass it within 3 days. But the max you can make every day is $1,000, and I was able to do 1,000 on it. I'm going to probably slow down because I don't want to necessarily pressure myself trying to make 1,000 a day. If the trades are there, the trades are there, but I don't want to take as large a lots as I did probably today to get that 1,000. I want to take it a little bit slower now that I have that built up. If I have to take 5 days to pass it instead of 3, that's okay by me. But yeah, with the stuff that we're doing, and like I said, like this one here was a pretty big one, and I think I held it even longer than that, because I was getting to that. I was almost at the $1,000, so I held it a little longer, brought my stop loss in pretty tight, and yeah, did really, really well with it. And all this stuff, like we've got data now to help us understand that this could happen, and giving analysis to that. So, and yeah, thanks, Toro. And as I said, I'll keep sharing this weekly. If nothing else, no matter what, I can show you guys weekly where my accounts are at. And if you want, and if I have these accounts next week, which I hope to, which I will, let's put it that way. I'll just show you where they're at right now. So for transparency, if anybody wants to hold me to it, and it's on my own accountability. So it's kind of nice to show it in a way, because then it kind of shows me that it keeps me. Oh, I guess I'm showing all this. I guess it's fine. I don't think there's anything here that matters, because I'm literally just going into the pack lockout. So this is a spot where a lot of the pack members put in their trades and stuff, and they'll show that they've locked out their account. So this was the account I started today with Top Step. So we've got 1,000 there. And I basically need to get to 53,000 to pass that account. And then my 25K account is this one here. And so I did 321 today, so a little bit over what I needed. So, so pretty excited for that. By all means, keep me accountable, guys. Go ahead and ask me how it's going in the Discord, whatever, and I'll post it all the times I can. Yeah, last week I had an account 1 day away from funding. Like I had it all ready to go, and then just I had a really bad wick that kind of took out a trade of mine that I got frustrated at. And when you get frustrated, you make stupid decisions, and you're like, I want to make this back. I could have just walked away for the day and been fine, but I didn't. And that's stuff. This is stuff that all traders have to learn. And unfortunately, oftentimes you have to take a lot of slaps in the face before you stop touching the hot fire. So, or touching the stove, I guess, as you put it. So, crypto. Oh yeah, and I'm like crypto. That's my Discord. Yeah, no, I will. And by all means, don't hesitate to remind me. But I'm doing it in the Discord for the pack as well. So I'm trying to keep accountable to them. But you guys keep a little more closer look on me personally. Whereas, well, I think you do. I don't know if you really do, but rather than in the Discord where we get lost. But it's really fun. Yeah, no, exactly, 100%, Turo. So, anyways, babble. I know how to do that well. Anything else from you, Hitton?
Nope.
Well, I was saying I'm going to close things down and then I talk for another 5 minutes. We're all, I think, guilty of that though. But 5:30 comes early, so I'm going to go get to bed. And yeah,
sounds good. If anybody has any questions about Pip Logic, let me know. If you have any questions about what he was showing us with the algorithms for Forex trading, reach out to Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I think other than that, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. And